find
From
something
beautiful
that they
South
did.
Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami.
He was doing so good for himself.
He was.
And he riding around. If he wasn't still doing dirt, he wouldn't have to ride around with guns.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Right.
You know.
Because Cooper even said to me, Cooper was like, Sarge, I mean, I could tell him now he ain't here. He was like, you know, Evans used to have that gun in his hospital, right? I said, Cooper, ain't nobody stupid. I wouldn't be surprised. I said, but if I'd have ever seen him with that shit on him, I'd have been fucking going the fuck off. He was like, nah, he would never let you inside, you know. But, yeah, you know.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
I don't know, he probably had that gun in his hospital while him carrying that bag. Because out of nowhere, him and Garland start carrying a man bag.
Yep.
And I did notice that. I said, why are you carrying these man bags all of a sudden? So like you said, wouldn't be surprised.
Right. Right.
And it all started when that girl telling people that he murdered her ex-boyfriend.
Yep. Yep.
That's when it all started. And I think it made him afraid that somebody would come up there to get him.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McCarthy. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
So I'm going to go ahead and get me some sleep. But I'll see you tonight.
Okay, then, sorry.
All right, have a good day. It's going to be nice outside, too. I'll talk to you later on.
First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Spencer. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
In motion goes the tight end. Here's Allen to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Now Allen again. He finds his man complete. That's Spencer. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
It's complete. Vereen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. Caught left side, Williams. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Completes it to Vereen.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Allen to throw once more. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's passed. The ball comes out. And it looks like the defense has got it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
2nd and long. And he slings one that's
Hey, get
incomplete.
the ball in, bro.
You
Come
talk
on.
about this Jets defense.
Ball in. Are you
They were
serious?
excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And what I saw on film was nearly an
Crazy.
unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 59 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Allen. And that is incomplete. That right there, his first incompletion so far in this game, Charles. He was 9 of 9 before that.
Yeah, I think that qualifies as being locked in. And then you have to ask him the question, so what caused the incompletion? Come on, man, get back on your game. Let's go.
Over the
How the
middle,
fuck was y'all leaving
It's
this man by
Spencer.
himself?
And he's
That's
got
what
another
Lance
first
did.
down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 44-yard line. 7-7, our score after 1. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's McCarthy. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And again, it's Allen. as he throws there, incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Allen. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Allen. He finds his man, complete. That's McCarthy. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
They'll keep it on the ground. McGill. And this one also slow
crazy.
developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
Now they'll go with a reverse. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Man open left side. It's Williams.
3rd down and 10.
To throw, it's Allen. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Dolphins will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll start on the ground here on first down. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Right back to him on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. They'll keep it on the ground. McGill, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. McGill. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On now the Miami field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt.
And
that is no good.
Fucking asshole.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on the... And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Burks.
Oh, my God.
That's going to be intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10.
14. Dolphins 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. They'll start this drive out. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Dancing to his left. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Allen going to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Spencer. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10. So now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Allen now looks to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
A final shot before break. Burks. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
A final shot before break. Burks going up top.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a little fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half, too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit, get in their grill, and then send them back out. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
From the gun on third down, Burks. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Allen off the play fake. He finds his man complete. It's Nash. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught by Davis. He's across midfield. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Spencer. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 14. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Street. This will be caught at about the 6. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Back to throw. Street. Touchdown, Jets. A 1-yard touchdown reception as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Jets will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start out here with a jet sweep.
And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
In motion, the tight end. A first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10.
To the air, Allen. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Looking to throw. Allen. He finds his man. Complete. That's Spencer. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 70 ranges, 70 ranges.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Spencer. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now this time, Allen will throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. From 10 yards out.
And the Jets are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. And he'll have the Dolphins first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. They'll keep it on the ground. McGill, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now a give right side. McGill.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
This is caught by Tucker.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Up the middle they go. McGill, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. McGill, and they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in.
Second and 9.
They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Second and 9 now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Ready, break. Set, hurt, hurt. Set. Ready.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins get a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And now the Jets are going to get this one, and that might be all she wrote.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
So Allen's going to look to throw.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Here's Allen to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Throwing to start the drive. Burks. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Here we go, sack. Bronco switch. Bronco, hurt. Check, Panther. Rig it. Hey, check that, street.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
But without question.